Hey guys and gals, this is Mike from Bows. Good to see you all again. I know it's been a while. I have a new bow to show you here. This is a pyramid bow. It's something that people have been asking me about for a while. And I've made pyramid bows before, but this one was actually inspired a little bit from two other bowyers here on YouTube, who I really like their work and I really like what they've been doing. And so, I won't say I outright stole something from them, but I contacted them and they said it was okay, and I borrowed from their design a little bit. One of the biggest influences in this bow came from Matt Jones of Cambridge Longbows. He also makes pyramid bows, and what I really was wondering about with that is this bow is rawhide backed with maple, Purpleheart, and a little bit of Bocote. I love the way his bows, his pyramid bows specifically, sort of faded into the different woods. He uses a lot of Purpleheart also, at least he does in his videos. And I like the contrast he had, and he makes these beautiful risers that go on his bow as well. I made a bend through the handle version of this, but in any case, what I wanted was that sort of staggered wood appearance that he has, and he gave me some thickness pointers on how to do that, so I really appreciate that. Thank you, Matt, Cambridge Longbows. I'll have a link in the bottom to a couple of his videos, and you can see his build-alongs, as well as if you want a bow, contact him for either a pyramid bow. I think he also makes a lot of English longbows, as well as other primitive things. So check out his YouTube channel. He's a pretty cool dude. And then there's a paint design on the front of the bow that was inspired by some of the work I saw from Kashtuk Bowcraft. He's been doing, I'm not sure of the actual origin of the design, but it looks like a Maori or I don't know if I'm saying that right. Maori? I can't talk today. Polynesian, Samoan, Hawaiian. I really am not sure of the origin of the tattoos, but he's putting a tattoo on the rawhide, and I just love the. It's almost like MC Escher tattoos. I always was fascinated with those, just the art, and so I put that on the front, and I'll show you that in a minute. But this bow is 66 inches. It's a bend through the handle bow, which means it does bend in the handle versus putting a big thick riser on this and not bending it all through the handle. So I can get a little more. I've got a pretty long draw. I mean, it's not huge, but I got a pretty longer than normal draw, and I wanted to make sure there was plenty of flex in this bow so the Purpleheart didn't give me any trouble. Let's see, what else can I tell you about the bow? It's 72 pounds at 28 inches, so it's a relatively heavy bow. Really wasn't going to do it that heavy, but the tiller came in so perfect at my draw length at 72 pounds that I said, I'm stopping here. I was going for a heavier bow. I was going to go for like 60, 65. But then I hit my mark and I saw the tiller was so perfect, I'm like, nah, I'm done. I'll go a little heavy on this one. I don't actually have, these arrows I have in the back here, they're the heaviest arrows I have. They're for about a 65 pound bow. So they may not fly perfectly straight. I may have to spine them a little bit, but let's take a look at the bow and let's then shoot a few arrows. Alright, so let's see here. I would love to go out into the sun for this. There's some sun. Winter. Alright, so what we got here, guys, is we have the Bocote into the Purpleheart. And as you can see from the side, the Purpleheart is not very thick, but it adds a lot of weight. And just do that's a double wrap of that serving string in the red and artificial sinew nylon string in the brown. I probably will cover this up with a leather hand grip at some point, but for the moment, this is where I am. And then you crazy glue the whole thing down. That's how you protect it. And then more Bocote falling into the Purpleheart again. All right, let's take a look at the artwork. This is a little kooky, but here you go. These were done with a combination of opaque marker and Sharpies. I don't know why I went with that. I just did. I do know why. I'm too cheap to go out and buy more paint. So I usually use acrylics on my bows, but that is the premise for this one in this case. So beautiful design. It's my own design based on what I saw both from Kashtuk Bowcraft as well as on the internet. Did a lot of little stuff on that. All right, let's see how we shoot it here. So we'll just start short and back it up from there. Okay, well, we'll take a pause there. Obviously, that was an oops. I do miss every now and again. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, the bow shoots great. I cannot blame the bow for that last shot you saw. Although real men do blame their equipment, guys. Just want to reiterate that fact right now, all right? Anyway, so there you go. That's the bow. Very excited about it, really. I'm glad to have. I really like the way the design came out. Hopefully, you guys like the way. I do have a couple videos. I was going to use this as a build-along, and I do have a couple of videos that I might string together in the process. I have to go through and see what I have and if it is even complete at all. I'm just so low on time right now, guys, that I just didn't. I ran in to finish the bow, and it didn't happen. But if you guys like this bow, maybe the next one we'll do a build-along. That's a little more complete. I may have a little more time in the future. Maybe not. I'm changing jobs again, so the job I'm currently in or about to leave took up all my time, and I just had no time for bow making. I may be coming into a little bit more time with this new one, and it may give us time to build something else. But anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate all the comments, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. I am going to have another video up here really soon on some wonderful primitive knives, and hopefully you'll tune in for that. So take care, guys. Mike from Boyer Bows, and if I don't see you before then, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.